All right, let's dive in. Today, we're looking at the story of founder April Mills, who took a super common material and proved it was a winning business idea before she ever asked for a single dime of investment. It's really a masterclass in smart validation. So, let's get into it. So this is the big question, isn't it? It sounds almost made up. How on earth does a simple piece of bamboo go viral and become the foundation for a whole company? Well, that's the incredible story we're going to break down right now.
This whole story doesn't start with some clever marketing gimmick. Nope. It all begins with a real, tangible innovation. April Mills found a problem with bamboo, a problem that you've probably even experienced yourself.
You've seen this happen, right? You get bamboo utensils, maybe some stakes for the garden or some decor, and if they get a little wet over time, what happens? They split, they rot. It's like the Achilles heel of an otherwise amazing material, and this was the exact problem that needed a solution.
And here is the solution in a nutshell. On one side, you have your everyday generic bamboo. It splits if you look at it wrong. On the other side, you've got Bamboo Baby, which is reinforced for ultra-high durability. Now, this isn't just a small step up. We're talking a massive leap into a whole new category of material.
So, how'd she do it? Well, this is the secret sauce, the bamboo polymer matrix. It's a patent-pending process that uses what's called rotational bonding. Just think of it like spinning different materials together at a really high speed until they basically fuse into one super strong composite. The result? Bamboo that just won't split or rot. This piece of tech is the very foundation of the whole company. But, having an amazing product is just the start. The real genius here is how she proved, with actual data, that people wanted to buy it. And that's where the social media test comes in. This quote, right here from the business plan, just says it all. Most startups, they build a product and then they run around trying to find customers. Bamboo Baby did the complete opposite. It found the customers first and proved they were ready and waiting to buy. So, what even is a marketing funnel? Well, to put it simply, it's like a roadmap that you create for potential customers. You don't just hope they stumble upon you, you actively guide them from that first moment of, what's this? All the way to, okay, take my money. And here's her exact funnel, just 3 simple steps. First, awareness. She posted these really hypnotic videos of the rotational bonding process. No sales pitch, just super cool science in action. Second, consideration. If your interest was piqued, she'd send you over to a Science of Strength webpage so you could learn more. And finally, conversion. The website was all set up for direct sales. It was simple, elegant, and incredibly effective. Now, an innovative product and a smart strategy are great. But in business, let's be honest, the numbers are what really talk. So the big question is, did the test actually work? The whole experiment was run on a social media channel called Finding Silence. April Mills put her mesmerizing videos out there to test her theory. The question just hung in the air. Would anyone even pay attention? Okay, so in the first year, the channel got 428 views. That's it. You might look at that number and think, oof, that's a failure. But it's not. It's the baseline. It's the before picture. Because in the second year after that funnel strategy was put into place, that number just exploded. It went to over 211,000 views. That isn't just growth, my friends. That is stone-cold proof of market demand on a massive scale. I mean, this chart just puts it all into perspective. Year 1 is this teeny tiny sliver, and year 2 is this massive skyscraper right next to it. This is what product market fit looks like when you see it in the data. It's just an undeniable, really powerful signal from the market. And this wasn't some one-time viral fluke either. The momentum is actually still building. In just the last 28 days, the channel pulled in another 44,000 views and got over 12,000 engaged viewers. So the funnel isn't just proven, it's still chugging along and even picking up speed. So, you've got a proven product and you've got validated demand. What comes next? Well, you take all that proof and you build a real, actual business on top of it. And that brings us to the funding request, a very specific $30,000. And I want you to notice the wording here. The money isn't to see if the idea works. No, it's to bridge the gap from market tested to market ready. So much of the risk has already been taken off the table. And the plan for that cash is crystal clear. $10,000 is for protecting the intellectual property. That patent pending process.
$8,000 is for some really nice packaging to match the premium product, and the rest is for scaling of production and the website. Every single dollar has a very specific job to do.
This competitive analysis really shows where Bamboo Baby fits in the market. It totally beats the cheap imports when it comes to durability. It can outmaneuver local artisans with its proven marketing funnel and patent protection. And here's the kicker, it beats both of them on profit margin. This is a seriously powerful and strategic position to be in.
You know, if you take only one thing away from this whole story, let it be this. Don't build a business on a guess. Use the tools that are available to you to test, to learn, and to get proof that people actually want what you're making. Validate your idea first and then build your company.
And that leaves us with a final thought. April Mills started with a simple material and a really smart test. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What simple idea, maybe hiding in plain sight, could you test and prove to the world, starting today?